Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's time for a positive view. Today we're going to be talking about ghosts can't do it. Do what? All right, we'll get to that. My history with this film is non existent, other than knowing that it was on a Scream Factory double feature Blu ray, which is now out of print with Boldero. Now, I thought about getting this double feature and had never seen either film. So Boldero happened to be on one of the streaming services, which I don't normally use, but you know. And I watched Boldero and was like, nah, I think I'll pass on it. Not really understanding the significance of Ghost Can't Do It. Now, this was the first time it was ever released, not on VHS, I'm pretty sure, not on DVD, or, well, now it was listed on Blu ray, it was released on Blu ray, but is now out of print. Now, there has been a copy that's been circulating around that you can find for $12 on Amazon, but from what I hear, the picture is not that good. Now, I refuse to spend $100 on a Blu ray. If I would find it for cheaper, well, a lot cheaper, I probably would pick it up because I actually kind of like this film. Now, this has a very low rating, it's in the twos on IMDb. And objectively, is it a good film? No. But man, it's so damn entertaining. Now, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to give a little bit of an overview on the film because I'm sure most people haven't seen it. I hadn't seen it, and up until Scream Factory, I hadn't even heard of the film. So you have Bo Derek and her husband, who's a lot older, and he is a billionaire. Go figure, right? Gold digger? I'll get to that in a few minutes. So he is having heart trouble, and it's to the point where he can't even make love to his wife for fear of having a major heart attack. So he takes his own life, but is able to communicate with her from the other side. And the plan is for them to find him a body, a young body, that he can inhabit in order to live out the rest of his days with his beautiful wife. The concept is brilliant. And we're going to put a positive spin on this. Okay. First of all, I love the locations. Since her husband is a billionaire, you have a snowy setting because they have houses in a lot of places. He even has a house on an island. And while some of the editing is a little jumpy, um, you come to find out that, they have houses in a lot of different places. But this primarily takes place in their winter home and their island retreat. So after he has a heart attack and they bury him, she then goes to their island, paradise, and mourns her husband. And exactly what I said happens after that. You have basically her communicating with him constantly. And it's not like creepy, it's like kind of fun, and sometimes it's hysterically funny. So, like I said, my positives are the locations. Of course, you see Bo Derek nude a number of times. Um, this was directed by her late husband, uh, John Derek, as well as Boldero was. I wasn't as much of a fan of Boldero as I was this, because this one had it had weirdness to it, which I like in a movie. It also had heart. There were some, and this is another positive. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. This is another positive, is that it had very touching scenes in it. Unfortunately, from those touching scenes, some of it would be um, easily forgotten from the weirdness that happened afterwards. But I was really surprised that Bo Derek was able to go there and to, really act. And you find out because, I mean, let's face it, a young, beautiful woman with an old man who's a billionaire, you're going to think, well, she's with him for the money. But that's actually not the case in this film. She actually really loves him and just wants him to come back. And that's what I thought was so touching, because we're so used to people, oh, she just married him for the money and just waiting for him to die and this, that, and the other thing. And I really think that she was in absolute total love with him. He was her only, like, her soulmate. And I thought that was very touching. And I thought that the ability to go there, I didn't know that Bo Derek had these acting chops. And I was kind of impressed. So, and then of course, the gratuitous nudity. I mentioned that before, but I'll mention it again because she was gorgeous. But the thing about her is, the most gorgeous thing was her eyes. They are absolutely hypnotic. Just a beautifully shade of blue, beautifully. It's just, yeah. She was a gorgeous woman. Still is for her age. Another positive is this has the only part that Donald Trump ever played in a film. And while he played a businessman, which is much like himself, it was really fun to see him in a movie while he was so young. It was really cool, and I enjoyed it. And he did a really good job. I mean, he played himself basically, but it was really fun. I didn't really expect that. So this movie is weird, but it's really so entertaining that it's really worth a watch, I think. I mean, you're not setting the world on fire here. You're not going to be going for an Academy Award. But I had a blast with this movie. I really did. Which comes to why we're doing this now. This has Donald Trump in it, and Election Day is coming very soon. And being in the know, watching the um, debates, and where our country is headed, it's very important for everyone to get out there and vote, and to vote with your brain, not with your heart, because this country is in trouble. And we need someone who is able to pull us out of this hell that we're in. And to be honest, the only one I can see doing that is Donald Trump. He's not going to become a dictator. If that would have happened, he would have done it in his first 4 years. That's ridiculous. It just sounds stupid. And yeah, we're in big trouble. So vote with your brain, not with your heart, and do the right thing when it comes to Election Day, which is November 5th. It's more important than you'll ever realize. Don't forget to check out Joe's Positive Spin for Ghosts Can't Do It. Can't do what? This movie was so much fun. It really was. Remember, guys, physical media matters. So does the election. And until next time, peace.